Good morning. How's everyone doing? We're going to get this thing going. This is Christmas Eve edition, and we have the market selling off. Good Christmas present for everyone. So this is Market Moves coming at you. We're going to get you started with some charts and everything that looks good. All right. Kind of confusing. I have the stream going on my phone too. It's a little delayed. Alright, so let me put up the charts and Thinkorswim, and we'll do some charting and figure out what looks good to trade, and if there's any good setups out there. So Thinkorswim, I'm going to put that up right now. 1 second. Alright, here we are, Thinkorswim on the screen, and we got the SPY. And the cool thing is that if you look at my chart, we have a touch of this not this triangle, but it's this channel we've been selling off in. So it looks like we touched the bottom of this channel, and we are coming into contact with it now. So I don't think the market's going to go too much lower right now, and I do think we're going to get a nice little bounce here. So this could be the play today. Maybe just wait for the bounce and then short it again. But right now it looks like we are just basically on this trend line. And I'm going to make this green since all the candles have been red. So it's kind of hard to see it. So let's make it blue. So this trend line here has been holding us for a while. Looks like we might sell through it for a little bit, but I don't see us selling too much more into it. And we got a lot of the FANG stocks selling off hard today too. We've seen levels we haven't seen in a long time. We got Amazon at almost 1300, 1330 at the low, and this is a pretty aggressive sell day. So this is not what I expected. I expected to gap up this morning and then sell off, and the futures were up about 1% last night. So this is pretty confusing. So in Amazon, I don't see a trade here, basically because we just sold through the support 1, 2, 3, and now we retested it on today's daily. So I don't see a trade I'm going to take on Amazon yet, but I'm going to hold these lines on here, and we'll see if they come into contact with this trend line later. So hit me up with whatever charts you want to see. We're going to get this thing going today, but basically, the market mover indicator is making a lower low, and that just means that the market has some strength as we sell off right now. So that's not good news, and I do think the selling is going to get ugly if we continue this way. So please hit me up with what you want to see. We also got Facebook hitting 123 this morning, but the good thing with Facebook is it popped off of this support level there. So Facebook has been trading within this channel forever, and it's still inside this channel. And at this point, I might be taking a long trade here, but then again, it could break through the channel just like it did here for a little bit, and that might be another good long setup. So Facebook looks to be just hanging out on support. It's not going to go too much lower right now. And that's what I got in Facebook. And let me know what you want to see. I basically been charting a lot of the marijuana stocks too. I think there's a trade coming for them just because I think many of them are still overvalued, and Tilray is one of the ones I'm looking to short this week. So I'm going to be putting on some trades with Tilray, and this is possibly going to be my 2-week long play or my 3-week long play. We'll see. But there was some good volume that came in last week, and that might hold up the stock this week and bring in some buyers again, or I could be totally wrong. So I'm waiting for a lot of these stocks to break supports and just sell through. So Tilray, if I draw this trend line, looks like we broke through part of it, and then we had a double top here, a lower high, so that's a good sign. And basically looking to get some puts on Tilray. So let's check out those options and see just how much they cost. I'm just curious right now. So with the 32 days away, they're about $1,500. It's a lot of money. And just ending this week, they're about $400, $500. So Tilray, not that expensive for this week, but it's super expensive if you go out any length of time, probably because the volatility is so high with this stock. But I do see this one dropping. So, sorry, I'm feeling a little bit sick. So I'm gonna pick up just some puts, just out of the money, just a little bit, and just gonna buy like 3 of them. So these are just a small play this week. I know we have the holiday, so you're gonna lose some time value tomorrow, and that's expected. So Tilray has further to fall in my opinion, so I'm gonna pick some of these up, and I'm gonna throw in that trade, and we should be all set. So that's the trade I have on now, and we're going to just check out some of the other marijuana stocks. So ACB, we got ACB. This is Aurora Cannabis. This is one of the stocks I've been making videos about, trying to understand, trying to educate my followers on. And it looks like we're coming onto that support level I drew way long ago. So this is ACB coming off that $4.70 level. All these marijuana stocks are overvalued, so don't get it twisted. I'm not expecting any of these to rally very hard in the next couple weeks. So I'm expecting a nice consolidation here, maybe a sell-off to the, let's check out where we could be selling off to. I think we could be selling off to the $4 low level. We could also be hitting way back here at that 180 level. So if we really break support, I see 180 coming into effect. So that is very possible and could be probable too. Hit me up with whatever charts you want to see. We're just going to go through them all. We also got CGC, one of the other big pot stocks. This one is down just a small percentage today and not too bad. So CGC is one of my favorites, and this one has a lot of past volume that's going to hold it. So this range here, I like it. I think it's going to hang out in there for a while. So I'm not going to take any trades. I'm just going to watch this one. And then we also got APHA. And this stock is very interesting. I'm going to throw out a video today. I think there is some possible scamming going on with here, or possible just fraud. I think this stock is kind of sketchy, and there's some big sell volume that came in the last 12/3 was when the report came out, 12/4 is when their report came out. So a lot of random sell volume that just piled up on those days. So that was pretty massive, and that's what caused the sell-off. So that report that came out by Hindenburg, it just sparked this selling. So that was the one thing I'm watching now, is to see is Afria puts out a report to contest it, or if they just let all that stuff slide, and I don't know. So this has a trend line support going down, and we also have what looks like a bear flag. So this is down, 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 and then we're kind of bear flagging right now. So this stock is looking like another short option for me. And let's look at these options right here. So options for Afria to short this would be not that expensive. It is under $10. So looks like the $5 puts are going to be 1 to 125, which is not that expensive. So if this thing hops up 2 points, let's say, then we'd be doubling our money. So if we drop 2 points, so if we hit that $3 level, we'd be doubling. And let's just check out those Tilrays. We didn't get hit for this limit order yet, so let's cancel, replace it, and let's try 340. And this should get filled. Or not. Alright, So we'll just leave that for a little bit. SPY, let's check out what that's doing again. And it looks like I said, we're just hanging out right on that support level that I was talking about earlier. And at this point, I think today's just going to be a boring day. We only have 3 hours left in the market. And if you look here, it looks like we bought up right until that level. So now we came right inside it and we're hanging out here. So I don't think this thing is going to drop massively right now. And I would not be taking any short positions yet. And that is my take on just the general market. But this is a downward trend, so I don't expect any longs to be put in yet, unless you want to take individual longs that look good, like Facebook or Apple or any of the FANG stocks. I am long Apple and I am long Facebook just a little bit. So Facebook rallying hard since the morning, but again, all these moving averages are right in its way, so it's hard to say when the turnaround is going to happen. All right, so what else do we got? Hit me up with whatever you want to see, whatever stocks look good. Let's look at Cron. Let's look at Neo. Sorry for taking a while to get to there. We got Cron, another MJ stock, and this one's just riding this trend line here, as you can see. And at this point, it's just getting tighter and tighter in this range. So Cron is looking like a good breakout. So I'm going to be investigating this stock, honestly, because I think if it can hold up in this market like this, that's a positive sign. So Cron looking good. And it just bouncing off support here. We just want to see if it holds this level where all this range has been traded before. So all these green candles here, if it can hold that, that'd be awesome. Because then right now it'd pop to the other half of that Bollinger Band and then retest some of those highs it made. So Cron is getting pretty close to all-time highs, which is impressive. So Cron looking good. And then Neo is heading lower. So I'm interested in this thing at $4. And it looks like we're coming on support, which is going to break. So 1, 2, 3. This is the third touch of the bottom. And we had about 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on the top. So this third touch on the bottom looks like it could not hold. And then we're going to trend lower again. So Neo might be exploring those levels on the first day of its IPO, and that's what I see coming in with that stock. So again, hit me up with what you want to see, what's looking good, and we'll chart that. But first, let me grab some water. We're going to get back into this market. All right, so the market is selling on Christmas Eve. What does that mean for you as a trader? What should you be prepared for? And we're just trying to let you know what the best options are in this video. So SPY is, like I said in the other charts, it is kind of hanging out in this trend line or the downward channel, and it's kind of keeping us from selling off, which is good. It's very good. So that's a great thing. And the other good thing is that if we hold here, we might get a nice little rally into the new year. So we have 1, 2, 3 touches on this trend line here. And this is a channel. So I think the bottom half of the channel will hold. And then we're going to see a possible rally. So that is what I'm hoping happens. If this trend line breaks, the good thing is that 20% down in this market is 233. Which means we're going to be in a bear market at that point, and that could be coming in the next couple of days if we keep selling. So that's where a lot of support is there too. So we have the moving average, we have the Bollinger Band 233, and I just see a lot of great support coming in there. So the SPY looks ugly, but I think we're going to get a nice bounce soon. So if we measure the drop from the first, so let's back this thing up. If we measure the drop from the highs, it should match the drop from now. And that can kind of tell us the bottom as well. So the drop from the highs was about 293 to 263. So 30 points, and then another 30 points would be 233. So this is perfect. This is the exact same drop we can expect. So we're almost there. We have about 4 more points, but I'm not taking any longs, not taking any shorts, just because I expect just a lot of crazy movement to happen. But also this trend line support's going to support us at 233. So a lot of great things coming in. The indicator is green for the market mover, so the stock market can't go down that much more because we're claiming it's a buy on the indicator. So that's another great thing. Let's check out. We got 2 more stocks we want to look at: KSHB, MRND. All right, sound like penny stocks. Let's check them out. KSHB, Cushco Holdings. Nice, Cushco. All right, so this is gapping down, and this one, I don't know, it's in this tight range. It's hard to tell what's going to happen. Right now, I think if this stock gapping down, it just means there's some heavy selling coming in, and it just means there's some strength. So this is gapping and running this morning, and then all the moving averages are right together, which means we can start spreading them apart and getting a direction. So I do think it's going to find a consistent direction, and it looks like it shows that direction is down. So this stock would be a good short, in my opinion. Doesn't have any options for me, but for you, just doesn't look like a great one to hold right now. And only from the fact that the moving averages are all tight and it gapped down after a sell-off, and it's still selling. So I just think it's trying to pick a direction, and I think it finally did. So that's the only thing I see with this. I mean, you just want to watch to see if it holds the $4 level, if it holds down here that 213 level. And then let's check out MRMD. And this stock on the weekly again is selling down. So both of these stocks just look ugly, and all those moving averages are starting to slope down, and it's hanging out below the 10 moving average on the 4-hour. So yet again, doesn't look like a great stock to hold. I do think this one is going to continue to sell as well. So marijuana stocks are interesting. They're fun to research, but they're not the greatest stocks to be in right now. And I am one who wants to buy them eventually and hold them for a long time, but right now is just a scary time in the market. So I'm not sure what's going to be happening with some of these. And yeah, SPY is still hanging out at 237. Let's check out Apple. I'm going long in Apple this week, and we'll see if it's a good play. But the measured move from the highs was amazing. I don't think we're going to get that measured move again. So I do think Apple is finally going to find some ground here. We're going to check out Facebook too. Facebook still popping off that trend line. So that's what I'm thinking happened with all those. And we're going to check out Amazon. Amazon is rallying. It's trying to get within this trend line here. We'll see if it can do it. This looks like just too much selling, so it's probably going to consolidate for a little bit. And we only have about 2.5 more hours that the market's going to be open, so keep that in mind as well. So Amazon, steep trend up. This isn't going to hold forever. It's going to roll off that end eventually. And yeah, so this is pretty much all I got We had a nice stream today, and we had it rolling for about 30 minutes. So thanks for coming, everybody. And yet again, I appreciate you, and I'm hoping these charts and the stock market charts can help you make better trades. So this is all I got. Market Moves signing off. Peace.